Roman Reigns has been the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion for over 800 days now, closing on to 900 days. No offense to Kevin Owens, I know he is Triple H's boy, but there is no reason to believe that he will take the championship away from Roman Reigns. We the fans pretty much all know that at this point. After Mr. McMahon stepped down and Triple H taking over creative control, the storyline in WWE has been absolutely amazing. All the contenders to the title, despite losing to Roman Reigns before, all still look like legit contenders to the greatest world title reign since Hulk Hogan. Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle, and even Logan Paul at Crown Jewel. Both are amazing matches that kept us all at the edge of our seat even though we all knew the outcome. Now we are heading into WrestleMania season again, starting with the 2023 Royal Rumble. There are a lot of storylines that the fans are eager to see, with Cody Rhodes and The Rock winning the Royal Rumble match being the absolute top choice within the fans. But the rumor or news of The Rock not being able to make it to Royal Rumble in time, other possibilities started to get more recognition from the fans, such as Sami Zayn winning the Rumble. In short, no matter what happens, we can all be sure that Triple H will deliver an absolute banger with this year's Royal Rumble. So many good choices and storyline. Committing to any one of them is virtually harmless and will benefit the product by a lot. So today, as a WWE fan, I would like to share my opinion on this year's Royal Rumble matches, both men and women's matches, discussing the possibility regarding the winners and the storylines that can take place. Reminder, this is just my personal opinion as a WWE fan. I know I'm an idiot, so please don't take this too seriously and let's have some fun. Let's start with the Women's Royal Rumble match. I think this is an easy one. We all pretty much know who will take this one, but I still want to make some wild predictions and have some fun with it. So first choice is obviously Rhea Ripley. She was supposed to have a title match against Bianca Belair during Money in the Bank, but got injured. And ever since she came back, the Judgment Day has been saved by Triple H. And Rhea has been the most dominant women wrestler in WWE today, even dominating some smaller men wrestler like Akira Tozawa and Dominic Mysterio. She even beat Akira Tozawa in a match. She has no competition in the women's division, maybe except Bianca Belair and Ronda Rousey in a real fight. That is if she returns, but she is on SmackDown and she will probably aim for the SmackDown title if she wins. But that is highly unlikely, given the fact that she won last year and nobody wants to see her in a title picture for now. Another reason Rhea should win is because the Judgment Day has been so good lately, and it is clear that Triple H has big plans for them. He even makes Damian Priest look like a monster lately, having him carrying the matches at the end. And as of making this video, they are set to take on the Usos for the Raw Tag Team titles at Raw XXX. I wouldn't be surprised if they win the Raw Tag Team titles at WrestleMania. I personally think they have the potential to be another faction that holds multiple titles hostage, seeing how they are running Raw like the Bloodline is running SmackDown. In 2023, I think they can end up having Rhea as the Raw Women's Champion, Damian and Dominic as the Raw Tag Team Champions, while Finn Balor as the United States Champion. And of course, this can also lead to a Survivor Series match between the Judgment Day and the Bloodline, where the biggest factions from both brands clash in an epic battle. That is of course if the Bloodline can retain their titles till that time, which I will go into later. The second possible winner is Alexa Bliss, especially now with her going back to Bray Wyatt. I know it's not very likely, but it is still a possibility. Alexa has not been doing much ever since Bray Wyatt got released. Now he is back, there is no reason to just pair her up with Bray but not have her doing anything else except being a spooky little girl. I still think Rhea will win, but maybe there is a chance Rhea and Alexa will be the last two women standing in the ring and Bray Wyatt will appear in some weird, spooky way and help Alexa win the match. But it is still a stretch, as we are going to see her squaring off against Bianca at the Royal Rumble. There is no sense in letting her lose the title match but win the Royal Rumble match, unless her story with Bray Wyatt can somehow make it necessary. To make it a top 3 ranking, I would say Raquel has chances to win as well. I don't know why, but Triple H seems to see something in her. She is pushed heavily recently as the biggest threat on SmackDown Women's Division. But that's maybe because the SmackDown Women's Division sucks. It is so bad that we are having Sonya Deville feuding with the SmackDown Women's Champion right now. Not saying Sonya is bad, it's just that no one can believe she will win the titles as of right now. But even if Raquel in some magical way wins the Royal Rumble match and headline WrestleMania, it doesn't seem like she has any chances of taking that championship away from Charlotte. Even if she does in some magical way, Ronda Rousey's return will immediately make her look less legit as a women's champion. So those are my thoughts on the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble match. Lots of potential, not as much as the men's match, but there are still some interesting things that can be done. Raw superstars have more possibilities because Becky and Bayley are feuding, so that left only Rhea and Alexa. SmackDown has no legit threats towards Raw superstars, as Charlotte is now the champion and Ronda is gone. Their biggest stars are Raquel and Liv, but everyone knows that they are not comparable to Rhea. So my choices to win the match is Rhea Ripley by far. Second is Alexa. Others, I don't really see it. Now let's move on to the men's Royal Rumble match. Now this one is going to be a banger, easily. Unless the unfortunate happens where all the legit winners somehow get injured in the match. But Nia Jax wasn't announced to be in the men's Royal Rumble match, so we don't have to worry about that. So let's talk about the most popular choice first. Not my choice personally, but the majority of the fan base want Cody to win and take the championships away from Roman. Despite being predictable, this is the most logical one as he is the new addition to the roster that has not faced this God mode Roman before. And all the matches he has ever since his return has been absolutely amazing. He is a world title guy, no doubt. And he is a challenger that will let people think he has the chance to win against Roman. As we basically saw the entire roster lost against Roman at this point, no one is more legit than Cody right now. And if he wins, I think he must take the titles from Roman. He cannot lose to Roman Reigns if he wins the Royal Rumble. That would be a giant waste of talent and chance. But seeing how Triple H is starting to split up the Undisputed Championship, there is a small chance that Roman will not lose both titles at WrestleMania. So if Cody is not going to take both titles, I think it would be better if he doesn't face Roman at all. Save it for a better time where he can legit beat Roman in one-on-one and beat him clean. Take the Universal title and be the first guy to pin him in like forever. So for Cody, to me it's big or bust. Have him win both titles at WrestleMania or not winning the Royal Rumble match at all. We have to protect Cody. Another popular option to win is The Rock. We recently got the news that it is unlikely he will return for the Royal Rumble match, but that's another story. For this video, let's just pretend that he has the chance to return and enter the Royal Rumble match. Yes, The Rock versus Roman Reigns is a money draw, but now with them announcing Cody's return at the Royal Rumble, having The Rock as the winner means Cody needs to lose, which is already a problem. The Rock coming back and winning the match also means the other who worked hard full-time have no chance, but that's another story. The biggest reason I think The Rock should not win the Royal Rumble match is that he cannot be the one to dethrone Roman for the championships. If it is for the title as the head of the table and save the Usos from Roman's extreme treatment, then yeah. Maybe he can beat Roman, but for the championships, I don't think so. You see, if The Rock wins the championship, he's just going to be like 2013 all over again. We all know he is not going to stay. He is one of the only 2 movie stars in the world right now. He is not going to abandon his movie career at this age. So if he takes the title from Roman, it is just going to make the titles less prestigious, as he will probably lose them to someone else in his second defense. Probably. Him winning the titles doesn't do anything other than damaging the prestige of the titles and Roman's credibility. But if he is to lose against Roman, then that's different now. Now he can be a legit winner to further cement Roman's title reign, and as the head of the table. Roman will be bigger than ever, if that's even possible. And after that, having Cody take the titles from Roman will push Cody to the moon instantly. So if The Rock will lose against Roman, then that's a different story. But if he's going to win against Roman, I don't really think he should be the winner of the Royal Rumble match. Now move on to my personal choice, Sami Zayn. It is not really possible, I know, but the story will be so good. The only way this can happen is by having the Usos helping him to win, even eliminating Cody for him at the very end, so Roman doesn't need to defend the titles at WrestleMania. Roman will ask him to display ultimate loyalty by laying down and let Roman pin him before WrestleMania, or they can do the whole poke again, whatever, you get my point. But now Sami has the title shot. He starts to negotiate maybe having a match and try and see if he can square off against Roman, like a friendly match or something. Roman doesn't like it. He gives the ultimatum. Like Paul Heyman said, Sami can either piss into the island or piss out from the island. Solo attacks Sami without hesitation because he is loyal to the tribal chief. He sees the struggle Sami is having and knows Sami is not fully loyal to the bloodline like he is. The Usos stop Solo and Jay asks Sami why he hesitates. This is for the family, for the bloodline, for the tribal chief. Sami doesn't know what to say and leaves, telling the Usos he needs some time alone. In his desperate moment, Sami finds the only man he can trust, Kevin Owens. Despite the differences, Kevin still listens to him. Sami thinks his loyalty to the tribal chief should be rewarded. But Roman has disrespected him time and time again. Now the least he can do is give him a shot at the titles. Even if he wins, Roman will still be his tribal chief. He will still be loyal to the bloodline. If you are the WWE Universal Champion, do you think you can still listen to Roman Reigns? Kevin asks, and leave. Sami stays still looking at the ground, thinking what will happen if he does win the championship. This heartwarming conversation between friends is overheard by none other than the wise man, Paul Heyman. During the ultimatum, Sami comes to the ring. He explains his situation and respectfully invites his tribal chief to come down and hear his decision. But the Usos' music hit. Paul Heyman brings out Solo. No sight of the tribal chief. Sami is confused. Paul Heyman tells him that he has been a loyal member to the bloodline and how his contribution will be written in the record book as one of the factors that helped the tribal chief achieve the greatest title reign in the history of WWE. He asks Sami, what a loyal member of the bloodline, the honorary Us, should do if someone is threatening the position of the tribal chief. What should he do if someone is attempting to overtake the power from the tribal chief? Sami is nervous. He starts mumbling about how he got it all wrong. Just when Sami is trying to explain his mind, we see the Usos come in from the crowd. Together with Solo, the three Samoan warriors surrounds the ring. Sami is scared. He drops the mic and turns to an angry Jey Uso. We see Sami trying to explain it to Jey, but Jey couldn't listen. Jey tears up, asking how he can betray the bloodline. They took him in, seeing him as his own. The three Samoans enter the ring. Sami begs them to listen. Those who oppose the head of the table shall be eliminated, Paul says in his usual cunning voice. Sami starts to cry. He kneels down before the three Samoans, begging them to listen. But Solo kicks him in the head. With deep regret, the Usos join Solo and give Sami the worst beatdown any WWE superstar has ever taken. After the beatdown, Solo drags Sami back into the ring. Paul asks him, "Where is your brother now?" Roman Reigns' music hit. He walks out to the ring like just another day at SmackDown. He enters the ring, take over the mic from the Wise Man. The Usos hold Sami up as per the order from Roman. Roman walks towards Sami and has his face up close to Sami. "Your acknowledgement is no longer wanted," Roman said in a deep voice. Then a Superman punch on Sami followed up with a huge spear. Roman stands over Sami, tells the Usos and Solo to throw him through the announce table and leave. The Bloodline did just that. Solo splashes Sami through the announce table like how they attacked Kevin weeks ago. Then they left, leaving Sami to the medical team. Sami is stretched out of the arena. Due to Sami getting hospitalized, a number 1 contender elimination chamber match for the WWE Universal Championship is held at Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. Kevin, Cody, Seth, Bobby, Drew, and Sheamus. One of these 6 superstars will have the chance to replace Sami at the main event of WrestleMania. After a gruesome match, Cody pins Kevin to become the number 1 contender to Roman. As the cage starts to rise up, we see the Bloodline enters the ring and jump on Cody. They attack Cody and intend to help the tribal chief eliminate any contender to his title. Just when Solo is about to deliver the death blow, Sami's old theme song hits. The crowd goes crazy for the return of Sami Zayn. He rushes into the ring and rescues Cody. Kevin, seeing his brother fighting the Bloodline, 2 to 3, decides to join them as well. The 3 superstars successfully defeated the Bloodline, and Sami takes a microphone and sends a message to the tribal chief. "I was loyal to you, Roman. I see you as my family, Roman. And you betrayed me. You even tried to get rid of me, even all that I have done for you, just because you want to avoid a title match. If you are really in God mode, then be ready, cause I'm coming for the championship." Just when Sami drops the mic, Cody steps in. The two lock eye to eye, both contenders, both wanting the championships. After the Elimination Chamber, we get the reunion of Kevin and Sami. Also a short verbal altercation between Cody and Sami. But after seeing the Bloodline continue to attack Kevin and Sami for weeks, Cody finds Sami with a proposition. Next Raw, Adam Pearce, the Bloodline, Cody, Sami, and Kevin are all in the ring. Adam informs Roman in person that Sami and Cody have come to an agreement. Roman is waiting for Adam's response, with the Usos waiting outside the ring. Adam announces that Sami will be competing for the WWE Championship, while Cody will be fighting for the Universal Championship. Roman is furious. He stands up tall, staring down at Adam. Adam tries to talk Roman down. Cody takes the mic from Adam. Cody expresses his sympathy for Sami. and decides to let Sami have the chance at WrestleMania, and after that, it is between him and Roman. At WrestleMania, the match of the century takes place. The Ultimate Servant versus the King. The match is a total beatdown. Sami is only able to get in a few attacks, but God mode Roman and the Bloodline are just too much for him. Just when Roman is about to finish Sami, Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes come out to get rid of the Usos and Solo. Sami takes the chance and fight back, finally getting Roman to the corner. Sami runs for a Helluva Kick, but meets with a giant spear from Roman. Roman is still your WWE Universal Champion. The Bloodline still comes out on top. Cody and Kevin help Sami to get up. Kevin hugs Sami. Sami shakes Cody's hand. Now it is Cody and Roman for the Universal Championship. That is about it. That will be how I tell the story, letting Sami shine in this year's WrestleMania. I mean, the guy deserves it. Develop friendships between the brothers and Cody, building the rivalry between Cody and Roman, and most importantly, giving a storyline that can separate the undisputed championship, with Roman being the WWE Champion while Cody ended the streak and become the new Universal Champion. So, what do you think about my angle for the whole situation? Who do you want to win the Royal Rumble? Who do you want it to be to beat Roman Reigns? Comment down below and let me know. Thank you for watching. See you next time.